Ladies, I am coming to you with the information that I could no longer let just be told by someone else. So many of us are on weight loss medications. And what does that mean? That means that we are losing 15%, 24%. We are losing a lot of weight. So what happens if someone just pulls the rug right under you? So this is what I want to tell you. If you are with me, that is not going to happen. We are going to identify other ways. We're going to identify legal and acceptable means to get a hold of our medicine. So I'm going to give you a little history and then we're going to talk about the update. So this is late breaking news from Dr. Stacie, okay? So the first, I'm not going to say the brand names of certain drugs because I don't want to get in trouble. But the first drug came out in 2005 that is very similar to the ones that a lot of us are taking. Okay, and fast forward to 2017, a company by the name of Novo Nordisk came out with the first medical weight loss drug that we are currently taking. Okay, we all know the name of that, or that a lot of us have taken. So I did a little research, like where is Denmark? Okay, where is this Danish company? It is actually in Denmark, which is west of the UK and is south of Norway. So why do I say that? It's probably a very progressive country, right? Okay, good. Fast forward in 2022, a company by the name of, well, actually it's from the where I am from, the city that I'm from. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say the city, which is Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm not gonna say the name of the company because I'm trying to be careful what I say. Okay. So this company came out with their form of the drug in 2022. I hope I have that year right. Well, fast. Okay. I think it was 2020. Okay. But I know they came out with the weight loss form of this drug in 2022. So let me give you a little background. So you guys know me. I'm Dr. Stacie, a board certified OBGYN. Early on in my career, I worked in a company that was very close in proximity to the company that I'm speaking of. Okay. And why am I saying this? The weekend before I decided to take the MCAT, I had an interview at this company. What is that? Why am I telling you that? The position that I interviewed for was a project manager of the drug development company, okay, of the drug development arm of this company. And one of the things that I learned during my interview was it takes 30 years to bring a drug to market. And by bringing it to market, we're talking in the laboratory, animal testing, and human testing. So this entire process takes 30 years. Back then, the drug that we all knew about was the drug called Prozac. And Prozac had a patent for 10 years. So that meant that no compounding pharmacies, or, well, let's say no generics of that drug could be made. And what that allows that company to do is to financially recoup some of the, or hopefully all of the time, talent, and treasure used to bring that medicine to market. Now, this was in the early 200s. That lets you know how old I am. Early 2000s, I'm sorry. So fast forward, if you think that a drug takes that long to bring it to market, then you're going to try to prevent outside companies from making that drug as long as possible so that you can recoup the cost. Okay. So latest breaking news. Let's talk about that. One of the compounding pharmacies, which is a very popular one that you'll see on Facebook advertised, and I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it's one of the pharmacies, compounding companies that probably that employ doctors and or providers. A lot of these people are not employing doctors; they're employing physicians' assistants, nurse practitioners, etc. Well, that company has partnered with with the company in Denmark, okay? Which means that if you are with that company, which is a larger compounding company, you can get your medicines there, and they're partnering directly with the Denmark company. So that's good in terms of accessibility, because what we really want is we want accessibility, we want affordability, and we want accountability, right? Okay. So that's number one. Number two, the company that I spoke of previously, that is in the state in which I'm from originally, has went to start has began litigation against several companies that are making a form of their drug. So let's understand what happens here. So let's say that we have one drug that was made by this large manufacturing company. We have another company that comes in and uses the chemical formula of that company and tweaks it or changes it a bit, and that is a compounding pharmacy, and they sell it. They can sell it at whatever cost they set. So that would make that this drug is more accessible, right? Okay. So what has happened is that there have been times where this company has not been able to keep up with the production in order to provide medicines to whom? All of us. And the FDA has stepped in and said, okay, we're going to allow, I probably should switch this. This is big pharma over here. And we're going to allow these smaller camps to come in and make the medicine. And these would be compounding pharmacies. So what happened in February, March of 2025, the FDA said that the medicine made by big pharma is no longer at a shortage, right? Accessibility. So it's allowing the smaller companies, the compounding pharmacies, can no longer make this medicine, and therefore they have to stop making it. Well, what they did is they took their medicine and they added something else to it. Okay. Just, and that meant that it wasn't the same drug that big pharma was making, right? And so therefore what happened is the big pharmas are now going after the smaller camps. So why am I making a video about this? So if you are getting your medicine from a compounding pharmacy, it's only a matter of time, most likely, that they'll have to stop making it. So that's accessibility. So it no longer will be accessible to you in that fashion. However, if you've had accountability with a physician's assistants, or a provider who is counseling, who is A, prescribing, B, counseling, and 3, coaching, basically giving you medical advice in that area, then you should stick with that person. Why? Because that person is going to have different avenues to be able to go out and find that drug. And so that's why I really caution those people who are just going out online and finding some random research company and ordering the medicine. Guys, people are taking this medicine and reconstituting it at home with water and whatever else and giving it to themselves. Dr. Stacie does not promote that at all. So what does that mean? That means that because of the ongoing litigation, some of us are having to find other sources, meaning possibly going to big pharma to get the medicine. What that means to you, our patients, means that the price is going to change, okay? So that more affordable cost that you had may go away. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say in this realm. It has not impacted me directly, but no worries. I have a plan in place, okay, for all of my patients. We're going to do this. We're going to make sure that you have your accessibility, your accountability, and your I can't even think of what the third one was, but you shouldn't have any issues as long as you're my patient. We're going to figure this out, because I myself have lost 60 pounds and I don't plan on going back, and you shouldn't either. Okay, 10 minutes, guys. I just wanted to bring you this video, just let you know the updates. Be careful out there in this medical weight loss world, because some people just want your money, but make sure you're doing it the right way. All right, thanks.